challenge Black Americans to wake up to your true history, because your quarrel is not with white men.
For one, our quarrel isn't with any race of man, but our biggest quarrel is with ourselves and other Black Americans. But let's let her continue.
Wake up to who publishes these books and keeps us warring with one another. Christians versus Christians, right? Christians versus Muslims. Wake up and learn the true history of slavery, because that wasn't exactly a white men sport, okay? Jewish people were the ones that were trading us. Jewish people were in control of the slave trade. They've buried a lot of it, but it's there, and you can find it.
Okay, so she says Jewish people controlled the slave trade. What does control mean? Well, first off, the Atlantic slave trade was controlled by state-backed empires. The Portuguese, the Spanish, the French, the Dutch, and of course, the British. These governments, they chartered slave trading companies. They protected routes with navies. They collected taxes and customs. They also issued licenses and monopolies. The Jews were not controlling the slave trade. Now, did some Jewish individuals participate in the slave trade? Yes, absolutely. Many owned slaves or participated as merchants, but so did Christians, Muslims, Africans, free Black traders, and even indigenous people. But let's make no mistake, participation is not control. Participation is control, then everybody controlled slavery. The records, they're not hidden. We have ship manifest, port logs, insurance records, tax rolls, company charters. If Jewish people controlled the slave trade, it would show up in like ownership percentages, company leadership, shipping fleets, insurance underwriting, naval enforcement. It doesn't. But pay attention, because Candace was very vague with what she said. Notice how she didn't give you any specifics. There wasn't anything to back what she said. Didn't mention a country, a time period, a percentage, a specific institution, or even a primary source. Why? Because the moment you start to get specific, her claim starts to collapse. Her saying it's buried shifts the burden of proof. Instead of proving the claim she made, now it's hidden. So then the lack of evidence becomes the evidence. And then if you disagree, you are ignorant or you're complicit in the cover-up. In real history, claims are actually backed by proof. In conspiracy thinking, claims are protected by suspicion. Yeah, I think she wasn't specific for a reason, because again, if she gets specific, it's easy to disprove. If she never gets specific, it's much harder to disprove. And I think it's morally bankrupt. I can already see some people in the comments, oh, you're defending Jews, $7,000. Here's my question, do you want the truth, do you want reality, or do you just want what makes you feel good? And no, Jews aren't paying me to make this video. I'm calling out lies, and I don't think Black Americans should be listening to Candace Owens.
Okay, so those of you who have been on my platform for a while know that I have had a major shift over the past, 6 months or so, politically, religiously. And one of those things was Israel and Palestine, and I was very pro-Palestine. I marched in multiple protests. I advocated really hard online for Palestine. I refused to condemn October 7th. I refused to look into it. I refused to acknowledge how horrific it was. And this is just me holding myself accountable, because I'm feeling a lot of shame at the moment. There's a documentary on Paramount Plus called We Will Dance Again, and it is about October 7th and the Nova Music Festival, and really the whole attack on Israel that day and what Hamas did, and the shame that I'm feeling because I refused for a long time to condemn Hamas. It's my fault because I refused to look at the evidence. I refused to actually do the proper research and understanding. I just went with what was going to get social brownie points, and that's a really shameful thing to have to acknowledge. But I hope that in doing this, some of you can also make the same step and try and learn from this.